Hi, my name is Nick Francis. I'm the Chief Technology and Marketing Officer for Brooklyn Vendor Assurance. This is a strategic thinking series about how to build a vendor management office. In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 key role types that there are that make up a vendor management office function. In previous videos, we spoke about the need for a vendor management office and the operating model design that you might pick. So check out those videos on the YouTube channel or on LinkedIn.
Vendor Ops, leveling up your vendor management.
So what are the 4 role types that we need in a function? So first off, you'd need a head of vendor management or a lead role that's going to look after the team, that's going to recruit the people into it, that are going to set their objectives and provide that sort of team construct and also set the strategy for the function. Very near to that individual setting that strategy that will help do that is also a senior vendor manager. So that's the second role. This person has kind of like a process designer, architect, business architect type background that's familiar with supplier management and all the associated processes that are going to sit and help the head of the function define the policy and the governance around how you would apply that to vendors and suppliers. So that can break down anything from segmentation, how we apportion our vendors into buckets to manage them. And when they're in those buckets, how do we then apply the appropriate governance given what they mean in the right context to the business? How critical and important are they? Do they need to be regulated in a different manner? What are the outcomes that are set to achieve? What are the contractual terms agreed with that supplier? And essentially taking all of the risk out of the arrangement and adding value wherever possible. There's going to be around 5 to 10% of these kind of roles per team. So if you had a team of 10, you probably got 1 or 2, probably 1 process designer type architect role in that function. They're also going to be responsible for maintaining and managing the digital platforms that underpin the policies and the processes that are designed and how they're used within the context of the tooling. The third role, which is the majority role, is a typical vendor manager. So 1, 2 to 5 years experience with managing suppliers of different levels of complexity. Depending how big your org is, you can specialize the vendor managers into areas that they might be focused on. So some might be decent from a technology perspective, and you might want to put vendor managers together based on the segmentation and the sourcing categories potentially. So technology vendors, business vendors, operations vendors, and have specialists within those teams or vendor managers that specialise in managing those type of functions that are experienced in that. Like I said, this is the majority role. 80% of your team will be made up of this. So in a team of 10, 8 of them or so will be a vendor manager with 1 to 5 years experience. And the fourth and final role, you always want an alpha career progression and you want to be promoting from within wherever possible. So you want to look at your shining stars of the future, your graduate programs to get in associate vendor managers. So someone that can help operate the hygiene of the platform. So can work with the senior vendor manager, sort of the process designer and architect to keep the platform up to date, keep the hygiene, all the metadata there, make sure the processes are being carried out in the right manner and provide a sort of operations and ops function for the rest of the vendor managers to ensure that what's being done is being done in a compliant manner with either just the internal policy level of compliance or external regulation where that's necessary, such as financial services. You'd expect these roles to make up 10 to 15%. So again, 1 or 2 graduate, associate level vendor managers. And with those 4 functions, you can scale it out to any level. You would expect the more complex contracts, the more complex services to be mapped to the vendor managers or the senior vendor managers that have the most experience. It's very easy to say and very obvious to state, but you don't want to be giving your most complex or your most critical contracts to your associate vendor manager. I hope that's useful. That's how we would recommend to our clients to set up a vendor management office and is the smallest version of itself in which you can obviously see can scale from there to any levels. In the next video, we're going to go into a lot more detail about the roles and responsibilities of the vendor manager, what skills to look for and potentially provide you with a template job description. Thank you.
To keep up with the latest Vendor Ops news, subscribe here and follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter. Links in the description below.